Hey guys, so here's your car insurance assignment. What you need to do is read it over and then just answer the questions as you go along. The first part, you need to make sure that you're on a Canadian website. So I've given you one to start. You may find all the answers there, or you may have to Google, but make sure that whatever websites you use to get your answers, make sure they're Canadian because things that are not Canadian are going to be very different. So if you end up on a site for Europe or the United States or something like that, it's going to be very different than auto insurance in Canada. So the first part one, is just car insurance basics. So you're defining some things and you're talking about, the things you need to know before you buy car insurance. So I've linked one website here. So you click on that and it takes you here. And then you can read a little bit here, and you can also use the search up in the top corner here to search for the words that you're looking for to answer these questions. And like I said, you don't have to use just this website. You can use other ones as long as they're Canadian. Ontario is best, but as long as it's Canadian, it will be pretty accurate. Then when you get down to part 2, after you've answered all those questions, you're going to look at the cost of car insurance. So if you already drive and you already have a car, this is a good idea so you can compare what you're paying for car insurance with some other sites. If you don't have a car, if you don't have a license, if you don't drive yet, that's okay. You're allowed to make some things up here. So first you have to choose a vehicle that interests you. Choose something that is either new or used, and something that you might like to drive. So maybe it's a car that someone in your family has, maybe it's just your favorite kind of car, maybe it's a car you already have, or maybe you just want to pick something random. Then you're going to click on this and go to canetics.ca, and it will look like this once it loads. So it lets you compare auto insurance quotes from different companies, and a quote means how much money you have to pay. So make sure this is Ontario selected, and then hit get quotes. And then you have to choose your kind of car. So I'm going to just pick a random car to show you how this works. And then answer the questions to the best of your ability. Some of it you may have to make up, and like I said back here on the assignment, that's okay. So put whatever information you can, but if you have to make it up, that's okay. I also recommend that you use a fake phone number. So I put that information here because if you use a real phone number, they're probably going to call you and try to sell you car insurance. So it's totally okay to just make up a phone number, and it's okay to tell them that you have a G license and you're over 17. Or you can put the real information in as well. So you're going to be listing the information about the car. Then for number 2, some of the information that they ask you. Some of the questions that I'm about to show you, and some that you'll find you can listen for number 2. And then you'll have to make up some information in there, and then you're going to compare and look at what rates that they give you. So there's that random car that I chose. I'm going to say yes for winter tires. I'm going to use it for personal. You can change these if you want, but you can just leave them. Take your best guess, like I said. I'm just going to go with standard. You can change this as well. It's up to you. Then you can hit continue. And then it's going to start asking you about yourself. So you're going to put your name in here. I'm just going to put some random letters in here. You're going to say male or female. You're going to say what your postal code is. So put all that in there. Select a birthday. And like I said, you can use a real one if you want, or you can just make it up. And then choose which one of these applies. And if you're, let's say, a student in high school. And you can choose these. If you have your G1 or G2, feel free to select those. If you don't have anything, or you just don't want to put your real information, again, that's okay. So choose a G. It'll make you choose a date. And anyway, answer all these questions and make up anything that you're not sure of. Just take your best guess about what could be true, and then select hopefully none here. I hope none of you have had accidents and stuff, but maybe you have, I don't know. Now, it's not going to let me continue because I didn't answer everything. But at this point, you can hit continue, and it's going to take you to the next page. So right now we're on this page where we've already talked about the vehicle, now the driver, and then step 3 will give you discounts. So it's going to ask you some questions to let you save some money, and then step 4, and then it will give you some quotes after that. So go through this, make up whatever you need to, answer everything as best as you can, and then answer these final questions. So which was your lowest rate? So which one was cheapest and which company was it? Are there any special coverages offered? So sometimes if you go to a specific college or if you belong to a specific union or something like that, then they'll give you a special discount. Or like they were asking about winter tires, because that might be one. Or if you took a driver's ed course, things like that. So see what it says on there once you get your quotes. And then here, based on the information it asks you, you have to describe someone who would probably have a very high insurance quote. So are they looking for younger or older drivers to pay more money? Are they looking for males or females? What kind of cars do you think? What kind of driving history? So where it was asking if I had any accidents and things like that. So think of all these things and think of what would make your insurance a higher cost. If you have any other questions about this assignment, you can definitely let me know. But I think this one's fairly straightforward. Just make sure the first part, use that website or any Canadian website. And then the second one, use that website, and anything that you're not sure about, just guess. Take a good guess of what you think is correct.